Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Molly. And it seems like the last 20 minutes of the last video that we did, our sound was muted. I hit the mute and then the unmute button, and it didn't take. So I usually check on that, but apparently I didn't this time. So, sorry about that. No riveting commentary from me as the center of colonization popped up here in Castile. So it's present, but not embraced. And we should see it start to spread here. I think we might need to get all five provinces. Not exactly certain. It might go here to the ports. Yeah, that really should have gone to us. We're the only ones that have anything going on there. That is really unfortunate. Well, it will spread to us pretty quickly, I think. And we're going to try to get a second colonial subject, and possibly even a third, once we can get our next colonist here. Okay, Bonneman, we'll pull you back. Okay, we're not going to do too much here in Africa at the moment. If any great opportunities present themselves, then we'll take them. But we're not going to fight massive wars. Go for the South Atlantic Sea. And we have no interest in this coast. We'll just use Portugal as a means of getting institution spreads from Europe. Renaissance. Still spreading here. It's mostly spread here. We'll lose the legitimacy. We got those bonuses moving it up quite a bit. Okay, we'll take that. I'd love to develop, but we just can't justify it at the moment. Exploration. Okay, this will make life a lot easier for our subject. It's just going to be Mali and Brazil or something. Whatever the default is, we're going to go with that. Nothing clever. Actually, I take that back. We might name them other things. Because there does need to be 4 of them. Can't explore anything, but we'll get additional range, so I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, I guess we're bringing our inflation under control a little bit. We're still making tons of money, which is quite nice. A little bit of buffer would be great for when we next this in. Though I don't know if they've had a chance to core everything. Yeah, it looks like they have. Good. We're going to keep that fort. I guess we'll keep this fort too. We can afford it, kind of, for the most part. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Maybe we should just get rid of one of these. This one isn't great for us. It does kind of protect our capital, though. This one is in the marshlands, so that causes problems for attackers. Okay, let's see. Can we get you as an ally? From our protectorate. Whatever. Now with Songhai, they would accept, but just barely. We can't support these troops. That's too many troops. Actually, let's get rid of all of them. I wish that returned my manpower pool. That'd be really nice. Okay. Let's top off our relations here. And then we've got room for one more ally. We're going to improve relations here, top off those. Might not be a bad idea. Katsina might not be a bad ally. But I would prefer a European. Ooh, we can get Castile, definitely. Now we'll be spreading stuff from here as soon as it's done. And we're making money once again. Just a little bit. Yeah, let's get this up. Okay, Royal Marriage ended there. I'm sure they'll send us an offer. Institution spread, plus 5% because of coffee. And of course, once we get the coffee, somebody's willing to put a ring on it. Seems legit. We lost coffee after I called her out on that. I'm sure we'll get it back. Yeah. Let's wait till they're in a war. Yatanga, we don't have to worry about, because we're going to invade them anyway at some point. Oh, Bonamet. Let that happen to you. Really, Timbuktu? I will stab you. We're starting to lose our claims here. Okay, so if I was to invade, I think Yatanga would stay out of it. Negative 100, that's really nice. Songhai would come in, and Timbuktu would come in on our side. So how many troops does Songhai have? And how good are they? So Songhai has 10,000 troops, and their military tech 7 to our 5. No way are we attacking. I learned that lesson. But if we could, yeah, let's do this. Have out of balance tech, but that's okay. Let's get another transport. We'll appreciate it if we need to move troops across. And speaking of that, I think we're going to fabricate here. Okay, we might be able to get that done before this colony's finished, but I'd kind of be surprised. Okay, Songhai is renting out its army. Okay, Portugal, what's going on? Are you hostile? That's not helpful. Okay, Songhai would come in. Timbuktu, what's your military tech? Military tech is 6. So they could potentially keep Songhai preoccupied. We wouldn't need to defeat them fully. I mean, full annex them. Yeah, I mean, let's go for it. We got forts to hold them. And they're renting out part of their army to somebody else. We might get them back, but yeah, and they're hiring new troops. Okay, none of that. Okay, looks like we're not going to finish converting this. Okay, let's get these guys back over here. Nice. Nothing in Brazil. Alcantara, I don't know where that is. No, I don't think we're going to do that. I think, however, we are going to see how far south we can send one. Okay, that's Colonial La Plata. Yeah, that's perfect distance. Actually, that's just going to confuse me. I want to move them south. Let's move them there. So once that gets finished, it should extend our range. So we'll move troops up there and try to wipe them out. Guns of the Mali. Nice. Yeah, send 2,000 troops into our territory. That'll work out for you, I guarantee it. Okay, let's pull this guy back and try to improve relations here. And this guy is allied with us still. Let's improve those relations. And this should surrender quickly. So we got these guys up here and move up to relieve that pressure off of Timbuktu, if we can get up there in time. Nick. So we had prestige. Oh. Okay, so let's crush the army here. And then we liberate that province. I don't think we do. I think we just stay here. Colonize Rio Grande do Sul. Nope, that's still colonial Brazil. Oh, we can't do that off of our subject. Well, that's unfortunate. And we really should improve relations with our subject here. Just keep them as loyal as possible. Improve relations. Let's see. Yeah, let's top off relations with them first, and then we'll just work on Portugal. I'm not confident that even in a defensive war that Castile would take our side. But I'm not sure that Portugal will try it, as long as we're allied. Okay, so this is good. We were sieging on both of those. And they've already cracked the walls. They'll surrender really soon. Okay, looks like this will too. If we could split them up into smaller units, I would definitely like to do that, like kicking out Hausa. Okay, now we've won. Okay, they still have a little bit of an army, but I don't want to spend the resources to fight it. So let's take their money, get war operations, kick Hausa out, alienate them. Actually, do you have any desire for their territory? You helped me in this war. Let's give that to you. No, stay here. Give that to Timbuktu. They've earned it. Okay, I don't think there's any gold or anything around here, but this might be a center of trade. Nope, it's not. Let's do it directly through Songhai. Okay. What if we let them keep their war operations and we took this? Okay. Because you get to keep Hausa without war operations. Okay. I'm comfortable with that. Pick up one province just to weaken them. Slow development, it shouldn't cost us much. And we'll just take these guys out. Okay, now we're a very powerful Mali. We could rival Portugal, but we're not going to do that. That would threaten our relationship. That's maybe going to happen, but probably not. Oh, we'll go for it. Okay, we'll split up our army between those 4 provinces, and we shouldn't have any issues. Okay, Timbuktu has embraced feudalism, good for them. Renaissance. Renaissance is spreading to us. Colonialism is spreading to our capital and to our ports. So we should be able to get both of those soon. Okay. So, Bracknatech we're to got. Send 4 guys here. Okay, I don't agree with their splitting methods. Not exactly even. Okay. There we are. We're 1 over. Not sure how that happened. But I'm not going to fret over it. Take some inflation. We can pay it off later pretty easily. Okay. Yeah, it looks like everything's recording right. 20 minutes into it. Yeah, it's been a rather eventful session. Expanded a great deal. Ooh, they have no allies. And we do have a claim on them. So I think that means that we need to destroy them. This guy, let's wait till the first of the month. Yeah, I wasn't certain that we were going to avoid a war in the New World, even. Oh, need 9,000. This will fill up shortly. Surrender 30. Well, let's start building up a spy network here. That way our next one we can build. Okay, colonial governor. That's fine. Better relations over time, I guess. Okay. Now they're just trying to give me a hard time here. Okay, let's send this guy. Oh, that's too far. So I think we're going to try getting colonial Columbia. So that could be 3 of the 4. And then we'll try something over in the Peru region, even if we have to conquest our way to it. I guess we call that conquering our way to it. Okay, this region, sure. Want that in. Core it. And then we'll do the same for this. I'm curious about the friendly relations spread. If that means that the nation next to us is friendly towards us, or if we have to be friendly towards them. Or if it's built off, based off of, nice, based off of just the relations total. Colonize Cayenne? Yeah, we'll do that. Tech cost is climbing, but we've got institutions spreading. Take some ducats. And we've got the money that we can use. To embrace those institutions as soon as we can. And we just have to be ready for 1550. Well, the problem is going to be with global trade. In order for us to get global trade, we need to be the top trade power in the most expensive trade node. And we can see Genoa is 20 ducats. Ivory Coast, where we're doing our trade, is 10% of that, so we're not going to get that. But we could help it spread by putting in marketplaces and even better stock exchanges or trade depots. Let's pull this guy back. Okay, this I don't think we can justify keeping. We're going to give it to our Demi. Again, we're going to split these up. Some 5,000 there and 5,000 there. Okay, we'll take their money, definitely. And if we can do this, yeah, why don't we do that? Their loyalty will drop a little, but we might be able to give them some territory. 7. Why don't we actually do that? And once it's cored, let's see, who can we actually buddy up to? Side with the emirs. Let's give that to a merchant guild. They'll still be a little upset with us, but, you know, we can't all be winners. Ulema needs a little bit more land. Let's give them that. And how high can we get our Demi's approval of us? Let's just give this to the Demi, and that to the Demi as well. 59. We need one more to get our bonus. So check where we already gave that away. Well, can we do any sort of interaction with them to get it higher? Not at the moment. They need more influence. Let's top off relations here. It is still at 200. And they're nearly there. Okay, so we're losing a little bit of money each month because we're running 2 colonies. Yeah, none of these people will be sold if we can help it. We're not going to participate in your slave game. And we haven't got any more exploration options. That's unfortunate. Portugal announced us as their rival. We're not going to rival them back unless Castile breaks that alliance. We're just going to permanently keep a guy improving relations here. Let's check in our institutions. So the spread is still going. And we still gotta wait for colonialism to spread there. But it's happening. Printing press will be tough. Okay, Songhai's gonna get beat up. Okay, colonialism just still 0%. And it's on 0%. Yeah, we might want to develop a little. Once we get this up, we'll start using our points to develop. We're going to go for the Diplo points here. And that does give us a CB against natives. Let's grab all these guys and take advantage of that CB. So we can get another 3 ships. February's a short month, so we'll just finish off here. Repairing, I mean. And we should. Nice. Should be able to convert all of that before the rebels actually pop up. Yeah, we'll just get these guys and then repair on the other side. Okay. Military tech 4 versus our 6, so we should be able to crush them. But we'll get these 6 just to ensure that it goes as smoothly as possible. Do we not? Maybe we need to embrace institutions first. Let's try this one down here. Oh, that one we get to do. So I'm not sure, maybe they're starting to embrace some sort of institution? Yeah, they've embraced feudalism, so they're not considered to be a primitive. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We'll get them soon enough, though. I think our subject will declare on them eventually, once they get troops and such. That's where I want them to go. Okay, we can embrace that. 400 ducats, sure. And we get more trade power. Renaissance hasn't spread to us yet, but we're working on it. Nope. A group of ideas. We could go for expansion, but I think we're going to go for economic, because we're already colonizing as much as we really need to. I want that decreased build costs and decreased development. That way we can use development as a means of getting institutions more quickly and not have to rely upon the spread. Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that they would be. Just Portugal. I wonder. No, they're still not considered primitive. Okay, but they are. So we're going to declare war on them and move these troops south. Guns of the Mali. Sounds good. Do they even have an army? They do? Who knows where it is? They in another war or something? Nope. Maybe they just moved south while we were moving down. We should have just stuck our army on top of their capital before we attacked them. Using that conquistador trick. That isn't good. We have +3 stability, so I'm not going to complain. Okay, one problem that might pop up is that we might not be able to core this. Fortunately, this province is going to core. Yeah, so we're going to have to wait. Okay, let's get the development. For the military power, I like that. Let's get this into port, get those ships repairing. I might as well get these guys down here. Oh, there's their troops. Okay, martial educator, you're the army tradition decay. I like that. Somebody was exploring past us here. Merge these guys all the way up? We can. Okay, Portugal. We're going to talk about that. And no, we're not going to core that. That's going into a subject. Oh. Oh yeah, up here. We'll need to station some troops up there in the future. I think we're well positioned to be the first to circumnavigate the globe. Okay. Let's get up here. Yeah. To there. I don't know if they'll accept this annexation while they control the fort. We'll have to see. Okay, yeah, looks like they will. Okay, good. Okay, let's core that. Here we get Portugal's arrival, but again, we don't want to do that. And let's pick up these two guys and send them north to protect our colonies up here. And then we'll replace them, even though we don't have to force them for it. Okay, so we finished that one, finished. So let's work here. And set them as hostile, mark that as being a province of special interest. Man, they're getting rocked. Yeah. I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's because they're in two wars. Nope. I guess they guaranteed them, or I'm not sure what exactly happened there. I don't know. Okay. Well, let's get these guys, I guess, protecting trade. Well, didn't want to do that, but we don't have any good options. Okay, Ashanti has popped up. That's always nice. I would vassalize them if I could. Good boy. Thanks for using a letterbox. Please be quiet about it. Wouldn't be a RedBstrd video without the cats having their say. Let's get the points. We could have high tariff levels in order to make more money, but we're making plenty of money. We're losing 3 ducats, but that's because we're running a +2 advisor and 2 +1s and 2 colonies, and we're above our force limit. So, yeah. Okay, Carib, we might actually want to attack. Let's do that. Actually, can we just march our guys over there? Yeah, let's do that. Now I should get military access through Castile. We'll get tax modifier. We get unbalanced tech if we continue on this way as well. When we do that. Okay, we're gonna get caught up here. Slowly but surely we will. 1 second. Okay, sorry, just had to clear my throat there. So we're proceeding ahead with the plan. This might currently be outside of our coring range, but it won't be as soon as Paramaribo is finished. And let's just declare on them right here now. Crushed it. Okay, Ashanti with their awesome porcupine flag now likes us. Oyo, let's improve relations there. As they fight each other and get broken in various wars, we'll just gradually be ready to swoop in and pick up the pieces. Look at this. Really need to eliminate them. I think we want to get caught up a little bit more on military tech before we launch any more wars. Because Songhai's ahead of us on military tech. Let's see about... Okay, we do have the Renaissance there. And it's spreading very slowly. We got... Gonna have it there. Okay, so this is finished. I'll just work on the next one over. And this will be 3. Possibly more as we push south here. And we'll convert that. Just any +1 is fine with me. We have no troops on our home continents. That is a dangerous situation. But we can move 9,000 troops at a time, so I'm not extremely worried. We could get these guys back within a year. Okay. It's going to solidify our hold over world's coffee production, which I think we're still the lead producer. Let's take a look. Okay, no, coffee is Ethiopia. Oh, they got a lot. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, let's take all of their money. And let's score that. So once again, our only option is Portugal. We're not going to do that because we're still friends with Spain, I think. Castile. I mean, yeah. Okay, let's wait a few days. You have no allies, so as soon as we hop on your province, we'll just attack them. Okay, now we can embrace the Renaissance. 500 ducats, best 500 ducats I ever spent. Oh, you can't move up there. Okay, we are one of the great powers. Nice. May the world tremble. Okay, so we have surpassed Portugal in power. And we're actually number 6. We're stronger than England or Muscovy, at least on paper. Our tech is still a problem for us. But at least we don't need to be developing for some time. We know where the next institution is going to pop up, because it's going to be a printing press. It's going to pop up in some sort of Protestant country, and the only way that we can do anything to get that is have Diplotech 15. Let's see. Yeah, or be Protestant Reformed. Yeah. Our clergy can help spread it, but I think only when we have a neighboring province that has it, so Gotta keep our clergy loyal. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, I think what we're going to do here, let's see, how many men? We need 9,000 men. So let's leave 10,000 men behind. Okay, leave. Huh. Guess it's based off of where we came in. We have no options for leaving. So we'll just wait till we capture this and then move north. It's not the ideal situation because they get to spend their money. Well, I guess one thing that we could do is we could just leave them with the province. But they wouldn't accept that until we have their fort anyway, so... Is there money that you're spending? Stop that. And we're losing a bit of cash because we spent so much. To embrace that institution. We can easily get it back. So we're going to have to plow ahead. Oh, poor explorer. And just get this tech up as quickly as possible. So we have all of the institutions right now. There have been no new institutions come out. Get that build cost down. Okay, there we are. I don't know what the terrain is here, so this might not be a good idea. Oh, they're going to beat us past it anyway. Even going. Okay, let's move here. And let's see if we can just annex them. Okay. That worked. Do we want that? Yeah, we're going to keep that. I'm just going to wipe these guys out. Again, not going to do that. And since we can't, well, can we grow this? No. So we'll just start converting it. Let's top off relations here. And then Brno could potentially be a good friend. Timbuktu. Costs us a lot of manpower. We're only at half. But I think we're going to be in a period of peace for a little while unless something surprising happens. Somebody attacks Castile or something like that. But then we won't send troops. I don't think Portugal is going to be dumb enough to attack us. In fact, let's increase our trust with Castile. Elaine Brazil doesn't have any troops yet. That's really weird. Have they given us a claim here yet? They have. Okay, forget that thing I said about us being at peace for a while. Just gonna keep our prestige low, I guess. Let's just check how long this video has been going on. 1 hour. So I think it does weird things when we Alt-Tab now. So it shimmers and shows little flashes of things. Okay, they've embraced colonialism. Because this is all Colombia. Yeah. Hopefully we'll dethrone Ethiopia as the lead producer of coffee. They should have just committed to a direction that could have possibly escaped that. They have ships. So it looks like it's pretty easy. They just wait till feudalism spreads to them, and then they can get ships and be immune to the CD from exploration. That could help a great deal when trying to play this any native nation. The other one I've done is Pueblo. Military attack 8. So I think that was down here that it finished, yep. So let's do this one as well. Defeat them. And ick. We used to have stability of +3. We can get some manpower here, so I'm going to do that. Take 491 ducats from them. It's great. I'm like basically pleased for an institution. Okay. Let's try to buddy up to Portugal again. If we get so powerful that they don't qualify, that we don't qualify as one of their rivals, then we could potentially lose them as a rival and ally them. But we might also be able to take advantage of the fact that they don't like us. No, we can't see a map. Once we get this up, we should have a lot of range. Those Cayenne. I guess we should have done that. That can be our next one. Really do want that. Yeah, let's do it. Because this will drop down to 67 once that land theft event disappears next year. So we're searching for the cities of gold. Let's go ahead and do it. See if we get anything exciting. Yeah, we can make another ship, so I'm going to make another transport. Although I guess I should be making some big ships. We can afford them. Bonneman. Okay, give us some events. Okay, so we could get yearly prestige. Yeah, let's do that. It's for the rest of the game. And clearly we're having a problem with prestige because of our efforts to keep our piety low. We keep getting events where we choose between piety reductions and gaining prestige. We keep losing prestige and losing piety. Sure. Could do this. I think that's in our best interest. I'll check something. Okay, so our conquistador died. Let's get a new one and keep hunting. We're going to need to start going over here too. That's nice. We can get 1,000 more men. Not sure where I'd want to put them. This probably has too many troops. We should reduce that as soon as we get close enough. Okay, 25 more years before we see another institution. That's definitely welcome. It'll give us a chance to get caught up. One of the best ruler in the world, but he's pretty good. So okay, why don't we take the middle ones? Because the little ones give too much inflation. The big ones have too much interest. You know, if you're like 60 ducats under and you have to take out 1,000 ducat loan, it's pretty bad. Okay, what do we want to do? Wow. That is not working out for Portugal. Castilian conquest of Gasconia. Okay, let's take a look at what we can see in Europe. Yes, this should turn into a colonial subject really soon. I think once this one's done coring. Okay, let's get these guys back up here. We don't want to be hemorrhaging manpower. Okay, so let's cut that in half and send half out. Okay, Bonneman is attacking Ashanti and Dagbon and asking us to come in. Let's accept. Let's see, what are you guys interested in? Interested in that stuff. So let's... What? Who else is in here? Bonneman, you said you didn't want it. Oh, I guess they want it just a little. Well, I guess I'll help you just a little. And that's it. We get some cannons. Okay, I think one thing that we are going to do is try to get some trade buildings built up. So we don't seem to have any centers of trade over here except for this. But let's do all the coast. How good or bad is our air? 205. So he's below average. But he's probably going to come into power before too long. Our ruler's pretty old. So let's just hire somebody. And we're going to improve relations with them. Oh. Forgot about you guys. Sorry, no offense. Can I bring myself to stack wipe? Porcupine army? Porcupine flags army? I don't think I can. So, go in peace, brothers. Go in peace. Okay, let's do it here because we agreed to do that for our mission, and that will give us some bonuses to colonial growth. We'll get settler chance and global settler increase. Yeah, so I like that. You monster. What are you doing? Okay, looks like Spain is reasserting control over here. Really should separate peace out and vassalize them or something. I'll take the prestige hit still. I only need 3,000 guys here, so let's take the rest of them. Including the leader. It's very attached to me. Okay. Yeah, that didn't take too long. Ooh, I like him. Throw a Caliph? Sure. And let's walk over here, see if we can hit them. Get that prestige up. Sorry. Sorry, guys. If it makes you feel any better, we're not going to transfer control of your capital to them. We might just vassalize you ourselves. I think that might be the right move, and then we'll beat up Bonneman and take their stuff. So let's pull this guy back, so we have a diplomat ready, and we'll keep an eye on the siege. I haven't been getting a lot of events. Okay, so separate piece here. What? Why can't we vassalize them? That's crap. Yeah, we should totally be able to vassalize them. That was because you got the cool flag, guys. That's what that was over. You guys should be our vassals. You might disagree, but I don't think you're going to disagree forever. Okay, so England lost that. Their colony. It might have been burnt to the ground. I'm guessing that that's what happened. Okay, do you guys want to become our vassal? Good, protect you. Let's see if they burn this to the ground too. They did. Good for them. Wow, they've been wrecked. Okay, so we could build up some trust here by influencing them. But I'm not sure that that would actually help us too much. $9 ducats, sure. Okay, let's see how long this video's been going. It has been going for 1 hour 21 minutes, so we're gonna keep going for maybe another half an hour. And we should have this third nation. I guess we could move inland here. Yeah, I think that's the move to make, and then see if we can try snaking our way up the soft underbelly of Peru. Triangle trade. Okay, well. Who's winning? Yeah, let's join her. I've never done this before. So how much money? Yeah, we will lose a little bit. Hopefully our fleets will be careful. Okay, restore the currency. Yeah, that gives us all sorts of bonuses. So let's do that instead. Okay, Arabanda. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. Let's hold out and see what else they're going to offer us. Okay, the Ottomans have been pieced out. It's not just us. We found gold. I like gold. Okay, Why don't you guys let me capture this province? Okay, yeah. Next 50 years we get increased tax income. Let's see, there's no British, English New World presence yet. Timbuktu is invading Songhai. We might have to assist in that matter. Okay, we have military tech 9, so we've finally surpassed the rest of the West African nations. That early disadvantage definitely set us back. Okay, we have positive piety. We're going to lose it for a little bit of a discount here. But we'll basically just take whatever gives us nicest bonuses. So if something's going to give us prestige, we're going to take it. And what we further our aspirations of getting trade spread to our capital eventually. Okay, we got 3 favors out of that. I don't know what we did to contribute, but that's what I was hoping for. Turn Santa Fe into a city? Yeah, we'll do that. And they're still hostile. But we still don't care. Okay, what if we attacked here? We don't have a CB, I'm just wondering if Songhai would protect them. If we attacked here, Oyo would not. Okay, now we build a spy network here. Oh, they fled. Heck. Let's go for this manpower. Because we're doing alright right now. But every time we get into a war, our manpower starts hurting. Okay, we don't want them as friendly any longer. Well, we don't want to get called into this war either, so... Yeah, because they're going to try taking the stuff that we want. I'm hoping for some more beneficial Hunt for the Seven Cities events. Just gotta get this tech caught up as much as possible by 1600. I don't think we're going to be able to get our trade node to be very productive. But if we have lots of trade buildings, then at least global trade will spread to us from Genoa, wherever it is. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, we'll fabricate a claim on them. Very good. We're just going to let this spy power build up while we're waiting here to see what happens. So, Colonial La Plata. Still. Yeah, we'll get him slowed down. Cayenne. Okay, what if we go here? Yeah, let's do that. Messina? No. No, 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 no. You're delusional. Okay, let's pull off 3 of these trade ships again. Send the rest out to trade. As soon as we have 50 diplo power, we're going to recruit a new. Yep. New explorer. Heck. 355. Wow, we lost 632. We're going to go with the 355. Dual Raman. Because we could always increase that with military power, and he's going to 5 military. So, yeah, there's a lot more incentive now to take somebody in that situation. Take an heir with high military and low claim. It's not necessarily going to throw you into a civil war or anything like that these days. Okay, still Colonial La Plata. Yep, we need his skills. Yeah, we'll conquer our way up here if we need to. And we could attack him for money, actually. Okay, let's get that down. We're close to getting some discipline, and that's always pleasant. Okay, before I forget, let's get our explorer. He's pretty good. And no starting traits or anything like that. But let's explore the well, Pacific South America. That seems like the one. That is the one. And grabbing this right here will allow us to push south. So that'll work for us. Let's see how long this video's taken. Whenever 34 minutes. That works for me. So we'll just keep it up. See if we can get to any other great event. Songhai got wrecked. Dagbon is now much more powerful. And Kenan Bornu is really powerful too. Okay, Air would come to their aid, but I'm not all that worried about that. Actually, can we call Timbuktu him? No, they got a truce. Oh, come on through. That'll work out for you, I'm sure. Okay, Pacific South America, let's get that coast explored. And I'm waiting for him to go for this fort. We'll get the inflation. And let's see if there's anything that we can do with our estates. We've been kind of ignoring them for a little while here. Let's ask them for some money. The Diplo support. They'll get over it. And we're still making 2 ducats 19 a month. When we start beating up on natives, we'll get more cash. $205. Okay, why don't we go for the North Atlantic Sea and get a better sense of what's going on in Europe. Let's check on our institutions. So, all of our provinces have all of our institutions in them. Assassination of a noble. Yeah, we'll let the emirs like us a little bit more. It's going to go up. I strengthen the government just once, and that should be enough that we don't have any problems. Let's get our stability up a little bit more. And our emirs don't have anything else to give us, that's fine. I don't think I tried that dagbum. Okay. Let's move east through here to Asbin. And I think once we set our siege down, they'll probably be pretty comfortable with peace. Military Tech 7, pretty bad. General, yeah, let's give it a shot. Lose some manpower and money. No, but I think we got it under control. Okay, air. I think we made our point. How much money do you have? You've got 300 ducats. And we could hold out. Yeah, let's hold out and get their money. Get some more reparations, isolate them, possibly give up claims that they've got. And let's work on improving relations with some of our allies that we've been ignoring for some time now. Those two. And then we'll do Nube. I don't know how it's pronounced. Okay, so this is colonial Peru. So we could just pick up those three. So hopefully, yeah, they do have a lot of expansive alliance systems. So this would be the one to attack. Leon La Plata. Where do we want to do this? Okay, looks like that's the furthest north that we can go. I really want that one, though. Okay, over here, guys. Coffee boom. Why did they get it? These things unfairly favor Europeans. We produce 0. That's not counting our subjects. Okay, I guess they've got the largest market share, that's probably why. Still, I think our subjects are the lead producers. Let's see, does it tell us? No, Krybuses. Okay, well, I guess it's legit. Still should have gone to us. Yeah, let's get free stability out of it. Yeah, I can't really attack Dagbon, because Timbuktu would defend them. Huaca worshippers. Okay, why aren't you guys building up armies? Okay, let's march this guy north. Let's march him through all this stuff. Okay, can we see England now? We can. Let's improve relations with England a little bit. Because they'll probably become Protestant. So for the North Atlantic coast, that'll give us a little bit more. Then we're going to check out the Mediterranean. And we already have that event that gives us revolt risk, so we're not going to do that. Okay, Siege of Air, done. So we're going to pull these guys back. Oh, we could vassalize them. And of course, all that. So they got tech level 8. How many troops? 18,000. Yeah, I want to dedicate the troops necessary to do that right now, but I want their money. And I want them eventually, so yeah, let's take it. Wow. A babbling buffoon. Pond. Move Songhai. I would love to do that. Let's see. So we could rival England. Yeah, let's do that. Take on 4. Oh, they are a major power. So have a truce with them. Let's see, Portugal, are you? You are not allied with them. Let's work on those relations. And let's pull this guy back and improve relations with air. Okay, that gives us 1 more force limit, so let's get a cannon. We're nearly as far north as we need to go. Not looking forward to fighting these guys in the mountains or hills, if this is. Okay, we'll pull that back. Work on relations with Timbuktu again. See, so Songhai is guaranteed by Cannon Borno. And they have a truce with Timbuktu. Looks like we're winning. Good. Would like to remove them from the map. Wow, 50 provinces for 10 prestige. We do want the prestige though. And we don't need to conquer everything, we just need 5 provinces in the Peru zone. So let's explore the Mediterranean. And let's get this guy out there hunting for the 7 cities again. Seems like it might be stuck. I'm not sure if they're waiting for men or what the issue is. Let's move north here. We'll check back on that later. Okay, Canon Borno, you're allied to the Home. If we attacked you, we can get Timbuktu in here, so we're at 22,000. That's not a bad idea. Bonneman wouldn't do it because they're debt. But if we paid off their debt, they would throw their troops in. We could also just move our troops down here and help them with the rebels. But I do want that stuff to break free, so that's easier to vassalize them diplomatically. So let's increase that trust. And I do want to influence them, but that's going to happen soon enough. No, don't win there. Okay. Let's embargo England. Um, 14 ducats, sure. Minus 20. If they lost a single province, but sadly they're not going to. I'll go for the Mediterranean coast. Check it out. Okay, once we influence them again, we'll get 5 more favors from them. It should be just a few months. I'm not sure exactly when it expires. Oh, we can do it. Do you guys have more debt? No, we didn't get any favors with them. No, we get any favors. Okay, so we got a favor for that. So once we get up to 10, there we are. Let's attack them. Okay, so we're going to go for Corps of Eder, Medicon, Bonneman, Nupe, Timbuktu, the whole cast. We're going for this right away, because I'm not sure what they have interest in. Okay, they can go for that province if they want it. We'll get some prestige. Hopefully this guy will work his way over there. In the meantime, we'll work on this. Okay, let's keep our relations with Castile as high as they can go. Just so that we get better spread of institutions from Europe when they happen. Okay, this is going to go to air. This also belongs to air. So take that. Yeah, we'll give them some influence. Let's see. Well, tech is slowly improving. We're not behind on military tech any longer. That's nice. We're making tons of cash. So I think we're going to save up. Oh, that does take Diplotech 17. Let's build those. Let me check something. Okay, so the institutions when we need global trade. Yeah, it looks like a stock exchange is what we want, or a trade depot. Marketplace helps, but stock exchange, trade depot. Okay. Let's just build these. It'll pay for itself in time. Might take quite a while, but eventually it will pay for itself. Okay, can we move here? We cannot. We've got a cannon, so might as well move there. Let's get this autonomy down. Let's get our discipline up. And now we see more of the Mediterranean. So let's see what else can we get. We can get more Mediterranean. So I guess we'll do that. Not sure what we missed. Let's see what we missed. Okay, Dahomey. Okay, let's move up here. No, I think we'll take the prestige yet. We got 50 prestige, and we're winning a war, so it's going to get higher. Let's go for their center trade here. Actually, let's conquer all the way up to it, and we'll see if we can give that to air. Okay, so it was part of this Black Sea. Okay, Dagbon is attacking Dahomey. Okay, Desires of the Flesh. Okay, Queen Sagalon is having an affair. That is awful. New consort. We'll just take the prestige ship and let it go. She's got good stats. Oop. Let's steer away from the doom stack. 17,000 with the 2 fire, 5 shock guy. Yeah. Okay, this guy is not going anywhere. So get him started up again. Let's explore. We'll go for the Baltic Sea. We're not going to take any of this. Okay, we got 76 war score. I think we're going to just piece this out. We'll give that to our ally. Give them back their cores, and all the way down there. I guess we are going to take some of this. Well, let's see how much money we can take. We got war operations as well. Alright, and what about that? Okay, that's precedent. Okay. Sure. So we're just going to leave these troops over here to help them protect their territory. And when we integrate them in, now we'll get this in our trade. We'll take the prestige hit. Okay. Now you guys, that's 37. Wonder what changed. I get any trust for that, but yeah, that's good to do all the same. They're our enemy, or sorry, our ally for the time being, and we haven't decided to make him our enemy. Okay, Songhai. What if we were to attack you? Katsina would help. I think that would end very poorly for them. But, you know, that's a testable hypothesis. One second here. Sorry, throat's getting dry. This is my voice, so yeah, I don't think we're going to carry this video on for too much longer, maybe till the end of this war, and then I'll take a break. Okay, so we have now maps of the Baltic. It's weird that you returned here, because my sense of where the Baltic is up here. So I should have returned to here. Seems like that's closest. We should have forced him to give back some stuff to you. Well, we can do that in the next war. Okay, we'll trade for the medicine. Just running around like crazy. You know what they're trying to accomplish. Okay, Inti Zealots in Bogota. Well, we should hit up here. Okay, so the Queen Regent is in control, so it's good that we kept her rather than getting that garbage Queen Regent. And we'll keep the fact that she's an adulteress to ourselves. Okay, Zamfara fell to us. So let's go around here. 20 prestige, I like that. And let's pull these guys back. So we'll take their money for reparations. Have to give up those claims, have to annul that treaty, give up that. Yeah, I think we like that. And let's get royal marriage with our subject. Okay, let's explore, I guess, the Caribbean. Still some stuff over here in the Western Caribbean, the Gulf of Mexico, that we don't have. Okay, so what's it at right now? It's negative, but we can get some prestige if we go positive, so I guess we're going to do that. And get a little bit of trade efficiency. What are our Queen's stats? 542. That's really good for what we need to be doing. Let's see if we can get anything else from our estates. Not the moment. So it looks like our dots here when we're at war. Or maybe all the time. Enemies show up. Obviously, enemies are only when we're at war. Their land trips show up in red. Our fleets show up in a teal, like an aquamarine color. And then our armies show up in green. So that's kind of useful. Okay, let's go for American East Coast here. Yeah, the entire country needs him. Okay. Let's go down here, wipe out their troops, set them down, turn into rebels on our territory, and then annex them. Now what's going on here? Apparently we're getting involved in civil wars. Okay. And that is done. So it's called, actually, from air. Get that. Alright. Take their money. And let's give up all of those cores. Alright. let's go ahead and finish that one off, because we're going to do that anyway. And then they'll probably give us a colonize mission. I mean, that's 988 guys, so... Okay, Veraguas... Okay, here. Yeah, I guess so. I do want this. Why don't we get that before anyone else can snag it? It'll help out our colony, which will help us out. And let's see, how long has this video been going on? 2 hours? I think I'm going to take a break and then grab something to eat, give my voice, my throat, a chance to rest. And then I will be back. So thank you for watching. This has been another Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd.